How to spot an INFJ who is trying to fit in. INFJs are known for their deep introspection, unique thought processes, and natural tendency to stand out. However, there are times when they attempt to blend in with the crowd, often to avoid unwanted attention, preserve their energy, or navigate social expectations. But even when they try to fit in, their INFJ nature leaves subtle clues. In this video, we'll explore the key signs that an INFJ is trying to fit in, helping you understand the unspoken struggles they experience in social settings. 1. They imitate social norms but seem disconnected. INFJs are naturally intuitive, which allows them to observe and replicate social behaviors with precision. However, when they try to fit in, their imitation feels slightly off, like an actor reading from a script rather than someone genuinely engaged. Imagine an INFJ at a workplace party, nodding along to casual gossip or forcing small talk about weekend plans. They might laugh at the right moments and nod when expected, but their eyes betray a sense of detachment, as if they are merely playing along rather than enjoying the interaction. This behavior stems from their inner conflict, wanting to connect but feeling exhausted by surface-level interactions. They fear standing out but also feel alienated when blending in. If you notice an INFJ in this mode, invite them into a deeper conversation. Asking about their interests or perspectives on meaningful topics can help them feel seen. 2. They overuse social scripts. INFJs, when trying to blend in, often rely on pre-learned conversational patterns. Instead of speaking with their usual depth, they may default to generic phrases and automatic responses. An INFJ at a networking event might keep repeating, "That sounds interesting," or "Yeah, totally," without offering their own thoughts, as a way to avoid deeper engagement. This is their defense mechanism against social exhaustion. They don't want to be rude or withdraw completely, so they rely on safe, expected responses to coast through interactions. If an INFJ seems stuck in autopilot, gently steer the conversation towards something they care about. This can help them drop the mask and engage authentically. 3. Their energy shifts dramatically in different settings. INFJs are known for adapting to different environments, but when they try to fit in, the contrast becomes extreme. They might seem like a completely different person at work, school, or social gatherings compared to when they are alone or with close friends. An INFJ at a workplace meeting might adopt an enthusiastic, extroverted persona, only to completely retreat into solitude the moment they get home. This constant switching can be exhausting and even lead to identity confusion. They wonder, which version of me is real? If you suspect an INFJ is doing this, provide them with a safe space where they don't have to perform. Let them know they are valued for who they truly are. 4. They suppress their unconventional views. INFJs often have deep, complex perspectives that don't always align with mainstream opinions. But when trying to fit in, they may stay silent or agree with the majority even when they internally disagree. In a group discussion about a trending topic, an INFJ may nod along, even if they secretly hold a different, more nuanced viewpoint. They do this to avoid conflict, fearing that sharing their true thoughts will alienate them further. Encouraging them to share their perspectives in a judgment-free space can help them feel more comfortable being themselves. 5. They struggle with feeling fake. INFJs trying to fit in often experience an internal crisis, feeling like they're betraying themselves by not being fully authentic. After a social event, they may replay interactions in their mind, cringing at moments where they weren't true to themselves. This inner turmoil can lead to emotional burnout and self-doubt. Remind them that adaptation isn't the same as deception. Help them find settings where they can be their true selves without fear of judgment. 6. They gravitate toward the role of observer. Even in social situations, INFJs often take on the role of the quiet observer rather than an active participant. When trying to fit in, they may force themselves to be more involved, but their natural inclination to analyze remains evident. At a party, an INFJ might hover near conversations, listening intently but contributing minimally, occasionally nodding or giving a brief response just to maintain presence. They do this because they prefer understanding people before engaging. However, They may feel pressure to be more outgoing, which can be draining and even frustrating when they feel they are expected to perform socially. If you see an INFJ observing, invite them into discussions on topics they're passionate about. They'll engage more when they feel a genuine connection. Giving them the space to speak on their own terms makes them feel valued. 7. They mirror others to blend in. INFJs have a chameleon-like ability to mirror the speech, mannerisms, or energy of those around them. Around an extroverted group, an INFJ may adopt a more animated style. Around intellectuals, they may shift into deep discussion mode. Around a more laid-back group, they may appear casual and easygoing, even if that's not their natural state. While this helps them navigate social settings, it can leave them feeling like they have no fixed identity. They may wonder, who am I really when I'm alone? Help them recognize that their adaptability is a strength, but encourage them to maintain a core sense of self. Remind them that they don't have to conform to every group's energy to be accepted. 8. They feel drained but can't explain why. INFJs trying to fit in often feel drained without understanding why. Pretending to enjoy surface-level interactions takes a toll on their mental energy. After a day of fitting in, an INFJ may retreat into solitude for hours, needing time to recharge, often avoiding calls and messages. This exhaustion is their body's way of signaling misalignment with their true nature. They often struggle to balance social expectations with their deep need for introspection. Encourage INFJs to prioritize alone time and engage in activities that replenish their energy, like reading, journaling, or simply being in a quiet space without distractions. 9. They laugh along but feel detached. INFJs may join in laughter to avoid seeming odd, even if they don't truly find something amusing. A joke that feels shallow or unkind may get a forced chuckle from an INFJ, simply to blend in, even though it makes them uncomfortable. They do this out of social obligation, but it often leaves them feeling disconnected and questioning their authenticity. Let them know it's okay to stay true to their values and not engage in things they don't resonate with. 10. They retreat unexpectedly. After prolonged social exposure, INFJs may suddenly withdraw, cancel plans, or go silent. An INFJ who was sociable all week may suddenly ghost everyone, needing time to reset. This isn't about rejecting people, it's about self-preservation. Respect their need for space and reassure them that their presence is valued when they're ready to re-engage. 11. They become overly agreeable. INFJs trying to fit in may suppress their true opinions and go along with others just to avoid conflict or standing out. If a group is discussing a popular movie they didn't like, an INFJ may simply nod along instead of expressing their real thoughts. This constant self-censorship can lead to inner frustration and self-doubt, making them feel like they are betraying their authenticity. Encourage INFJs to voice their thoughts, reassuring them that disagreement doesn't have to mean conflict. 12. They struggle with maintaining superficial friendships. INFJs crave depth, but when trying to fit in, they may maintain friendships that lack emotional substance. An INFJ may continue attending social events with a group that doesn't truly understand them, just to avoid isolation. These shallow connections leave them feeling unfulfilled and emotionally exhausted. Encourage them to seek out like-minded people who appreciate their depth. 13. They feel invisible in groups. When trying to fit in, INFJs may fade into the background, feeling unheard or overlooked. In group discussions, they might speak up but quickly get talked over, reinforcing their sense of invisibility. This deepens their feeling of not belonging. Help them find environments where they feel valued and heard. 14. They experience an identity crisis. Constantly shifting to fit in can lead INFJs to question who they truly are. They may journal extensively, trying to reconcile their real self with the personas they adopt in social settings. This can create existential anxiety and emotional exhaustion. Encourage self-reflection and environments where they can be their true selves without fear of rejection. Recognizing these signs can help INFJs feel understood and supported. If you're an INFJ who struggles with fitting in, know that your uniqueness is your greatest strength. Let's create a space where you don't have to hide, Share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay safe, and see you in the next one.